Hi, this is Thresdend. This is part 2 of a Tirisfal Glade's Undead starting area walkthrough. Hopefully I'll remember to put part 1 in the description in case you haven't seen it. When we last left off, I had killed Samuel Phipps. This is a guy who had become a zombie during the Scourge invasion, and he had killed his wife, and his wife wanted to be buried next to him. So my quest was to kill Samuel Phipps the zombie and bury his remains next to his wife. And I couldn't find his remains, but I now realize it's this skull here in my inventory. So I'm not going to take this quest right here. I'm going to go ahead and finish that quest first. Her remains should be in this graveyard somewhere. Okay, that's not it. Looks like I have to point it somewhere. I wonder if these gravestones have names on them. It doesn't look like it, though. Yeah, I definitely don't see any names. Aha, here we go. Alright, now I can go turn this in.
Hello?
Marla says, Novice Elrith says, "You have done a good deed today, Thresdends. Although our struggle against the Scourge continues, let us hope that Marla and Samuel will find peace together in their final resting place."
Do not seek death.
Do not seek death. That's kind of a strange thing.
This had better be good.
Alright, Executor Aaron, he says, "You'll be happy to know we appear to be making progress in the mine, thanks in no small part to your efforts. We can now turn our eyes to other concerns. My scouts have reported that a detachment of the Scarlet Crusade is setting up a camp southeast of here. The Scarlet Crusade is a despicable organization that hunts us, and they will not rest until every undead, Lich King Scourge or no, is destroyed. We must strike first. Be careful, their unholy zeal makes them dangerous adversaries." Alright, so he wants me to bring him 12 Scarlet armbands from Scarlet Converts and Scarlet Initiates.
Farewell.
The mine he was talking about was the one that I killed spiders in last time. He said that I needed to clear it out of spiders so that the Forsaken could mine it for gold. So now we're going to go fight the Scarlet Crusade. These are humans that hate undead. They hate the Scourge, which those of us in the Forsaken, we hate the Scourge too, but they also hate us, even though we have free will and we don't serve the Lich King. So I'm going to go kill a bunch of these people. I think we're pretty close to finishing the Deathknell storyline. We may have 2 or 3 quests left, and we'll be able to get out of this newbie area and get into the rest of Tirisfal Glades. Then we should get a lot more complex quests that'll send us all over the place to different places. Oh, she's speaking common to me and I don't understand it. Quarter of the way there. Really wish I had some water. I never could find a water vendor last time, but I keep running out of mana and it's kind of slowing me down. Still, it's I'm really surprised at how fast a Warlock can be played. I found that at low levels like this, fighting mobs as a Warlock is much more fast-paced than as a Druid. Oh, I got some water. That's good. I needed that.
Is low. Enough mana.
Alright, I'm going to rest here and get some mana back, because I'm starting to lose mana pretty quickly now. The quests are getting a little bit harder as we progress. Risgard Hammerung Nud Nud Valeshnoth here Burdanapur. Yeah, I don't understand what that means. I don't speak common, sorry.
Have a target.
I'm sure it was something mean and nasty that he said to me as I was burning him with shadow bolts. Alright, one more. We should be good to go. Rugged leather boots. My current boots are 7 armor. These are 16, but they're leather. And I cannot wear leather. I'm a cloth wearer. So, it's time to head back to town. Actually, I'm still missing 1 armband. That last human did not drop an armband. So I'm gonna have to go kill 1 more. Glad I didn't walk all the way back to town before realizing that. Alright, there we go. There's the final armband.
Speak quickly.
Alright, Executor Aaron says, "These fools, they happily send themselves to their own graves." If only they listened to reason, eh, Thresdends? Perhaps we could sit them down for reasonable discourse. Ha! Light-blinded fools. Alright, so I'm gonna get some water. That's really, really needed. And then, this Forsaken Dagger looks nice. He says, "Reports from my superiors in Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Deathknell. According to the reports, the messenger possesses important information on his person. I do not have further details, but whatever it is, we must have it. You're the most qualified person I have to send, Thresdends. Find that messenger and bring me whatever information you can find." And it's the guy we just killed, Mevin Korgal,
Our time
in the Crusader
will
camp,
come.
so we gotta go back and kill him again. Trying to figure out what the fastest way is to get here. Got to avoid getting attacked by all of these different mobs here. Guess that is him right there. Ah, somebody's inviting me to... Awesome. Get a little group together.
I need to target something first.
Alright. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the help, Ward's Mage. looks like we're real close to being done. This might even be it. We might be heading out of Deathknell at this point.
What is it?
How goes your mission, Thresdends? Let's see what you got. You know what? I wonder if I can read this. Can I read this? Yes. Disperse information as you deem necessary. Tirisfal Regional Command, Captain Melrose, Captain Vachon, Captain Perrine. Directives by the order of the High Lord. Captain Perrine, further fortify your position at the southwest tower as designated. Additional supplies will be dispatched at a later date. In the meantime, materials should be obtainable from the surrounding farms. Also, further reconnaissance and information should be gathered about the organization of the undead in Brill. Captain Vachon, there appears to be increased movement by the undead near the northern tower. This insurgence must be quickly and decisively dealt with. Captain Melrose, there are concerns about the level of organization of the undead near the borders of the Plague Lands. A fresh group of men will be dispatched to your position in the coming weeks. Glory under the light. Okay, so it looks like we got a bit of a problem here. It looks like there's Scarlet Crusade everywhere. We're going to be fighting a lot of Scarlet Crusade now. How goes your mission, Thresdends? Let's see what you got. He begins to rifle through the documents you recovered. Some news of their exploits against us. Worthless. Scouting reports. New orders. Continue to build up a camp near the ruined city. Nothing we didn't know already. What's this? A map of the dispositions of some of their field commanders and agents. We can use this. Alright, great. Probably going to be sent to kill commanders and agents, I would imagine. I can't use either one of these, so I'm just going to take the staff. These will need to be taken to my superior, Executor Zigand in Brill. With this information, we'll be able to deal a decisive blow to the Scarlet Crusade. Your services have been useful here in Deathknell, but I need someone to deliver this to Zigand, and I believe he'll be able to find you more appropriate work. Take the road north out of Deathknell. Soon after entering Tirisfal proper, you'll hit a crossroads. Take the eastern fork and keep going east. You'll pass Cold Hearth Manor along the way.
Trust no one anymore.
My inventory's full. Okay, no problem. Just go to the church and sell all my junk to this person over here.
Be quick about your business.
Pretty sure I don't need that cloak. Yeah. Don't need leather stuff. It says I can't use a staff. I guess food is useful, since I can't heal myself, at least not at this point. So I'm gonna hang on to that stuff. And then I saw this last time. I'm not sure what this does here, but it costs 1 silver. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it and see what it does.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Oh, requires, well, I am level 4. That's strange. I'm gonna hang on to that and see if maybe I can use it later. Looks like maybe a bug or something. It's keeping me from using it. Oh, got another quest right here. So I'm not done yet.
What would you ask of death?
Alright, so apparently I didn't accept the quest.
Watch your back.
Now we'll finally get to leave Deathknell. Now you notice he said to go east along the road. I've done a little research, and it appears that there's much more powerful monsters to the north. So if you end up wandering in the wrong direction and go north, you probably end up getting killed. In the modern game, this wouldn't be a problem because all of the enemies scale to your level, so you can go wherever you want. But in Classic, you have to be careful about the order in which you do things. Another thing we've got to watch out for is we need to be level 6 when we get to Brill. So I'm going to have to kill some stuff. I'm almost at level 6, but I'm going to have to kill some stuff on the way. So this is Calvin Montague. He says, "Hey mate, do a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. I got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Renee something or other. Don't really matter none what her last name is. Anyway, it's a nice cozy little place full of victims of the plague trying to make their way in the world. And it'd be a great spot for you to rest too if the need arises. You should check it out. You do and I'll pay you well." Alright, great.
Farewell.
Wonder if I can read this letter. Nope, it's sealed. Okay. And I've got another quest right up here. And that's it. We're in Tirisfal Glades proper now.
I am forsaken.
This is Deathguard Simmer. He says, "What have we here? You look like a fledgling warlock. If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of the Forsaken. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worse yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, take them to Apothecary Johann in Brill."
Beware the living.
Alright, now, I believe it's best not to try to do this quest right here, but let me check just a second. Yeah, so we definitely don't want to try to do that right now. I'm using Joanna's leveling guide for Undead, by the way, to make sure that we don't waste a bunch of time. I honestly probably should not have even taken that quest, because I could just take it later. I believe this is where we have the option to go north. Uh-oh. And I don't know what happened to my imp. My imp just disappeared. Wow, this thing is level 6. I might end up dying here. Gonna be close. Yeah. It was a close fight, but couldn't make it. biggest problem there, he's only level 6, he's only one level higher than me, but biggest problem is that I didn't have my imp. I'm not sure what happened to it. I don't think you can summon an imp in combat either. Oh, well, luckily it's not that long of a walk. Summon my imp immediately. Sit down and eat a mushroom to get my health back. Then drink some water. Alright, I need to make sure I'm going to Brill and not Agamemnon Mills, which I can see just from looking at the street sign that I'm going the right direction. Alright, I should be able to kill this one. Another problem I had is I didn't have my demon skin on. So you can see how much easier it was to kill him this time. Big difference. Having demon skin and a minion versus neither. Alright, that guy had a quest, but I think I'm going to pick it up later. Alright, and there's supposed to be a quest here, but it is not showing up. And I don't need it anyway. Trying to do things in the most efficient order possible. If I take too many quests that I'm not going to do right now, the quest log might get full. Yeah, actually, I do need that quest. I need to find Gordo. That big monster may have been Gordo.
What is it?
Yeah. Wonder if this guy knows where Gordo is.
I need a target.
Hey, do you know where Gordo is? Anyone know where Gordo is? Ask on the General Defense channel. Maybe I can get somebody to help me. Wow. This guy keeps resisting my spells. West of Brill. Alright, I'm on the road west of Brill. Does he wander around? I need to be level 6 anyway, so this little detour doesn't necessarily hurt. On the west side of the bridge. Okay. Thanks. Cold Hearth Manor here. The guy that gave me directions told me I would pass Cold Hearth Manor. So I'm on the right track.
I'm listening.
I wonder if any of this stuff is useful. Looks like the woven belt is useful. I'm not gonna buy it because it's too expensive.
The shadow.
Too expensive. There he is. There's Gordo. Master wants weeds. Us got's big hands and not good at picking. You help us and we not hurt you. Us need gloomweed. Many weeds around here in near road. When you have gloomweed, you take to Master Holland in Brill Graveyard. Okay, will do, man. Now you can see Questy is telling me that there's this weed all over the place, but I'm not gonna do this yet. I'm gonna wait until I'm out here later. I do need to kill one more mob though, in order to get to level 6. Alright, there we go, level 6.
Forsaken.
He says, what are you looking for? So I can ask him where all these different things are: the bank, the bat handler, the inn, the stable master, class trainer, profession trainer. It's kind of like a guard. But then he's got this quest, a putrid task. Scourge have trickled into Tirisfal Glades and have infested the area west of Brill, near the old bridge. Go there and beat back the rotting dead and ravaged corpses you find. Scatter their bones and bring back their putrid claws, and the Death Guards will reward you.
Remember.
Okay, so I'm not
patience,
just going to be
discipline.
fighting Scarlet Crusade. I'm also going to be fighting the Scourge some more.
Hello.
Alright, this is Apothecary Johann. The Dark Lady has put forth the challenge. It is up to us to meet it. Alright, I need to turn in Fields of Grief. Death Guard Simmer sent word that you were going to provide me with some much-needed reagents. Were you able to gather 10 pumpkins yet, Thresdends? Okay, no, I can't turn it in because I don't have the pumpkins yet.
Victories,
So,
Sylvanas.
I need to take this one. Lady Sylvanas has called upon the Royal Apothecary Society. The Dark Lady believes our knowledge, coupled with the newfound magic, will provide the key to Arthas' demise. She has challenged us to concoct a new plague, a plague deadlier than any ailment on Azeroth. This new disease will bring Arthas' Scourge army to ruin. My studies show that the blood of beasts might prove to be the key. Bring to me 5 vials of Darkhound blood so I can test my theory.
Remember. Patience. Discipline.
Sounds like maybe this is the beginning of Blight. Alright, now here's one I can turn in.
Speak quickly.
The Scarlet Crusade is encroaching on our homeland. The foolish zealots do not realize that the loyal servants of the Dark Lady shall see to their demise. Yes, what do you want? Alright, I'm going to give him the documents. Yes, this is very good. You've done well in obtaining this information, Thresdends. Names of the officers in the Tirisfal Glades. Imagine the blow we could deal to the morale of those bloody zealots if we were to kill their leaders in one swift strike. Yeah, send me to do it, man. The documents Executor Aaron provided are just the break we needed in our battle with the wretched Scarlet Crusade. We now know their exact locations throughout Tirisfal Glades, but the Death Guard has larger concerns. The Lich King's army grows in number each night. We need someone with initiative like yourself to drive the Scarlet Crusade to the grave. Prove to me you are capable of serving the Dark Lady by traveling west to the tower past the Soledin farmstead and slay 10 Scarlet warriors.
Beware. Our enemy is abound.
Here's a wanted poster. Wanted, Maggot Eye, a foul beast even by Knoll standards. Maggot Eye has been sentenced to death for his crimes against the Forsaken. This despicable villain has been stealing corpses for use by the Lich King's army. Maggot Eye was last seen pillaging the lands near Garen's Haunt to the north of Brill. The town of Brill hereby offers a reward to the capable soul who can carry out the execution. Show Executor Ziggin the villain's paw once the deed is done. Mercy is for the weak. Alright. Now, I believe I missed a quest over here.
What
It's
do you
herbalism.
require?
I'm going to take Apprentice Herbalist. That will help
Bye.
me find the weeds later on. Alright, let's see here. This is the town hall right here.
That better be good.
Magistrate Severin says, the mass graves southwest of Garen's haunt to the north were made to accommodate the impressive number of deaths Tirisfal suffered when the plague first came. The bodies in these graves have so far been spared an undeath, but the Scourge now send rot-hide gnolls to gather the corpses and use them to bolster their armies. This cannot be allowed. Your task is twofold. Slay the rot-hides at the mass grave in Garen's haunt, and gather from them the embalming ichor that gives them life. So you'll notice there's a lot of stuff about the Scourge. The Scourge is doing this, the Scourge is doing that. In the modern game, you won't see any of that because the Scourge has been defeated by the time the post-cataclysm quests happen. But here in Classic, the Scourge has not been defeated yet, so they're still making moves, sending agents, trying to create more mindless zombies for the Lich King. Right now, there's another quest here in this building. I can't seem to find the way in.
What is it?
Yes, what is it? The Forsaken, they certainly do have huge appetites. Make yourself at home. Yes, rest those weary bones. My name's Renee if you need anything at all. Oh, a letter? Wonderful news. I've been waiting on word from my dear old mother in Deathknell. Such a saint she is. I wonder how she's holding up. What? Too cheery? Not buying it. Are you? Well, get lost then. It's really no business who the letter's from anyway. Go on, get lost. Come back when you've got some coin to spend, loafer. Next thing you know, you'll be coming back to rest after a long day's adventure or some stupid thing like that. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the water than the food.
Lady, watch over you.
They're both very useful, but I think the water's more useful for me at this point. Look at this, I can ask, what can I do at an inn? It just tells me about rested experience.
No one.
Alright, let's see. Where should I go next? Alright, I need to train some new abilities. This is why I needed to be level 6. Alright, that's a quest that's too high level for me. Alright, there's the demon trainer.
What is it?
Alright, this is kind of a bad habit, but for now, I'm going to learn all of these. It's going to take all of my money, basically. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think I can do that. It's a bad habit to do this. Generally, you don't want to learn every spell, but I'm still not quite sure which ones are the best. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and learn all of them. I'm going to replace my rank 1 Shadow Bolt with a rank 2 Shadow Bolt. I don't want to spend a bunch of time trying to figure out which spells to learn. That's also why you'll notice I don't go off and do quests immediately. I'm trying to do this in the most efficient way possible so that you guys don't watch me walking around aimlessly being lost all the time. Alright, so the next step is to do Gordo's task and a Putrid task. So let me track these. I've got to get 3 Gloomweed and 7 Putrid Claws. Should be somewhere to the west. Should be some Gloomweed nearby here. Have no idea what Gloomweed looks like. Here we go. See if my herbalism skill will allow me to, let's see, find herbs. Okay. Alright, looks like it's showing a yellow dot. That's a lot better than what Questy is showing me. And there's some Gloomweed. Alright, now these are Scourge things right here, so I should be able to get a Putrid Claw from them. What does Corruption do? Alright. 23 to 29 shadow damage. Okay, looks like these are kind of defensive defensive things. Immolate looks like a good ability to start off with, but I'm going to cast Corruption, or whatever this is. It's a Curse of Weakness. Just makes him do less damage to me. Alright, I'm not sure why I'm not seeing any other herbs now. I mean, Questy is telling me where they are, but that's not as accurate. I really want the game to tell me where the herbs are. But I'll just go kill some Scourge instead. Got a frayed belt. Nah, that's useless. Got another Putrid Claw, just need 4 more. I'll finish this quest. It looks like maybe Corruption is just not going to work. On second thought, that uses less mana than Shadow Bolt. Just going to struggle with running out of mana, I guess. Corruption is actually more mana efficient than Shadow Bolt. So I need to just use Corruption every time. try to use my dagger some to save mana. One spot left in my bag. See, I've made a mistake here. I did not sell all my stuff while I was in town. Well, I can certainly use the Scroll of Protection here. Yeah, that's not helping me much, though. Alright, so here's some Gloomweed. Picking up with my herbalism skill. But there's Scourge protecting it. I mean, I'm sure they're not actually protecting it, because they're just mindless zombies, right? Unless the Lich King just wants some Gloomweed. Ah, he killed my minion! That's so mean! Uh-oh. Yeah, I might die here. Yep, I'm gonna die. Ah, that summon imp spell's never gonna go off. Looks like I managed to escape by running around a building. I confused him. Confused his little mindless zombie brain. Let's see if I can find a bag vendor. The inn is right here.
I'm listening.
We can definitely sell some junk to her. Got a 5 armor cloak. A healing potion might come in handy. There's not much room. Okay, so one thing I could do, I can get some better food. That's too expensive. So I could sell these and buy more forest mushroom caps instead. Alright, that's much better.
Embrace the shadow.
Alright, I'm gonna ask on general chat if there's a bag vendor somewhere. Is there a bag vendor somewhere in Brill? It's probably cheaper on the auction house. Is there an auction house in Brill? In Undercity, across the way. Yeah, I'm not going to Undercity. There's no way.
I'm listening.
Alright, here's a
Beware
weaponsmith.
the living.
No way I'm walking all the way to Undercity. Forget it.
Be quick about your business. Beware, our enemies abound.
Be quick about your
General
business.
supplies. Yes! Here we go. Bags. 5 silver. Alright, so
Ask no one.
just gonna have to make do with one bag. Gonna take a little while longer, but I don't want to walk all the way to Undercity. Alright, now I've got to go back out and kill just one more Scourge zombie. And get a Putrid Claw, and I'll be done with that quest. Already got the 3 Gloomweed. Trying to see if I've got any other skills, but I believe I already put all of them in my hotbar, so I'm good. Alright, now what I want to do is go back to the graveyard and turn in a putrid task.
What would you ask of death?
Have you completed the task with which I have charged you? Do you have those putrid claws? Well done. I regret not being there to see you smash those undead into rotting pulp. The Scourge are trying to form a base at the Agamon Mills. If they do, then they can stage further attacks within Tirisfal. The orders have been given. The Scourge and the mills must be destroyed. Go to the mills, collect notched ribs from Rattlecage and Cracked Skull soldiers, and blackened skulls from Dark-Eye Bonecasters. To get to the mills, follow the road west. After crossing the bridge, take the next fork north, then keep going north. When you see windmills, the battle will begin. Alright, great. I got some great pants, too. Or at least it said I did, but then it's not in my bag.
This had better be good.
Oh, I'm gonna get that when I finish the quest. Alright, now let's see if I'm gonna go on to Agamon Mills yet. Next, I've got to turn in Gordo's task. It should be right here. But I don't see the NPC for it. Ah. It's because Questy made a mistake. Put the question mark in the wrong area. It's over here. It's actually because the NPC moves. That's why.
Intriguing.
Where's that useless abomination? Either you have what I need, or you'd best get out of here and find it. What's this? Gloomweed? I've no need for gloomweed. That mindless mass of flesh is out there picking daisies and convincing the lady knows how many dupes like you into doing the same. No offense. Very well, you're here now, and that's all that matters. Since I'm not going to bother to try to explain things to that abomination, how about you collect what I really need? Doomweed. So he got confused because there's two different kinds of weed. One is doomweed and one is gloomweed. They sound the same to a dumb, a dumb creature. So you can see the predicament that I'm in, Thresdends. That thing is out there collecting the wrong weeds. I'll make it worth your while to gather what I need. Bring back to me enough doomweed and I'll give you a suitable reward. It is my understanding that they like to plague the flora near the mass gravesite, to the north of the Brill.
What does the shadow will?
Brill Graveyard. Hurry and be mindful of the gnolls in the area. Alright. Alright, I try to keep these videos about an hour in length, and this is now an hour and 13 minutes. So, at this point, I'm just going to go back to the inn. Just going to go back to the inn and log out. Now, last time I logged out on the floor in a church, which is not the best way of doing things. Generally, you want to log out in an inn so that you get rested XP. You know what? This is going to take too long. I'm just going to Hearth. Go sell my junk.
I haven't got all day.
Except that I don't have any junk.
Dark Lady, watch
good.
over you.
Alright, goodbye everybody. See you next time.